Exosomes are really trending these days. Every other video you see, every other influencer you find are talking about exosomes. But we have not really understood the scientific basis behind them and what exactly is that exosomes are doing in hair growth. Hi, I'm Dr. Kriti Jain. I'm the consultant dermatologist and hair transplant surgeon at Kiara Lifestyle Clinic. And this video is all about exosomes, getting to know the science behind it and how they actually work. Whenever a cell is formed, the cell has an endovesical membrane from which some luminal vesicles form. These separate out and give what we know as exosomes. Now, where we can find exosomes? They can be found in either our blood or saliva or urine or many other fluids of the body. So technically, wherever we get the exosomes from, we get the entire genetic information or material of that particular fluid. For example, if we take our saliva, we process it in the lab and we try extracting exosomes from that saliva, we will have a very thorough information center of the genetic material of saliva. But extracting that from a human being is not possible. Why? Because it requires a lot of quantity of saliva because the vesicles are really small. The usual size of exosomes is between 30 to 150 nanometer, which makes it really small. So if we want to have a good quantity of exosomes, a lot of parent material will be required to process it. Now, understand that even if we have that material, we can't just extract exosomes. So it requires a very high level of technology, and extracting it is possible either by ultracentrifugation or by microfiltration. So depending upon what method we are using for filtration, the quality of exosome gets decided. Because sometimes in filtering or centrifugation, we get a lot of sedimental material which we actually call as dirt or extra material, and does not have pure exosomes or genetic material in it. So deciding which method will work, how many particles will we get, and the quality of exosome decides how much of effect we will get while using those exosomes. Now, once we have understood the science behind it, let's see how we can use them. Now, if you're talking about humans, we are trying to look for exosomes which are closely resembling our genetic material. Studying that, we came out that either we could get direct human exosomes, or we could get those from animal source or from a plant source. So plant sources are recently coming to be very popular, and a very recent one that I am using in my practice is from a black rose. Now, black rose has the genetic material which again resembles specifically the exosomes of hair and skin really well. So if we extract those exosomes and try inserting them into our skin or hair. Now, when I say inserting, I don't mean physically inserting them, but getting them absorbed into the skin. It actually helps in stimulating our stem cells or growth factors because it contains proteins, peptides, lipids, every genetic information that we require, and give us the desired results. So if we are looking for regeneration of skin or producing collagen or having a renewed appearance, then we can use exosomes on our face. The easiest way to use is by microneedling. Similarly, if we are looking to regrow our hair or prevent balding or reduce thinning, we can inject the exosomes or infuse them with the help of a microneedling device and spray them with exosomes. That will cause nothing but percolation of these exosomes into the deeper layers where the hair follicles will get stimulated and will cause the same response as a child will produce new hair follicles. So kind of stimulating the hair growth in a way that was never done in the past. We are not using your own blood, we are not using the growth factors, but are using something even more powerful to stimulate hair follicles. So that is why the results of exosomes are far more promising than any modality that was being used in the past, like PRP or GFs. Exosomes have another advantage, that there is no reaction which happens if they are properly filtered and procured in a very official manner. Yes, you have to check the source of exosomes because they are being rampantly marketed all over the internet, and there are various sources which people are using to generate exosomes. That is why some people have had reactions, some people have had effects which are not really desirable. So getting a good exosome is really important, and then using proper modality to infuse it. My preference is definitely microneedling to infuse it. The suggestion would be to get one session done at 1 month apart. Maybe plan 3 to 4 sessions and follow it up with your doctor for good 6 months to see the results. Your doctor will be able to help you if at all you require any additional supplements besides exosomes in your treatment. If you want to know more about exosomes, put down exosomes in the comment below and we'll send you all the required information. If you like this video, you can like, share and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Press the bell icon for future notifications.